It's fine to say we are not all like this. It's fine to say, I would rather see us elevate beyond this. But to deny it is what started to annoy me.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It made me feel some kind of way about you. That's the real problem.
But I didn't know it was gonna turn into all this.
Well, I didn't know it was gonna turn into.
I believe that. There's always something that we can be learning, growing, perfecting, shaping, molding, right? The minute we stop evolving, we're dead.
The real reason Kirk and Rasheeda got dropped from Love and Hip Hop. Can you believe it? Kirk and Rasheeda, yes, that Kirk and Miss Boss Chick Rasheeda are officially done with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. After all these years, it's really over. In 2025, it feels like the end of a wild era in reality TV. But let's be honest, is anyone really surprised at this point? Things have been going downhill for a while, and now the internet is buzzing with the news. People are talking and the tea is piping hot. Word on the street is that Mona Scott Young, the executive producer and queen of the Love and Hip Hop empire, was the one who finally pulled the plug. And not just because of the usual drama, they reportedly broke some serious contract rules. And on top of that, fans just weren't tuning in like they used to. The sparkle that used to make the show pop, gone. And so are Kirk and Rasheeda. But of course, instead of owning up to it, the couple is pointing fingers and blaming everyone but themselves. Like, come on, after more than 10 years of scandals, cheating, and chaos on Vone, y'all are gonna act brand new now? Let's break down what really went down. Buckle up, it's messy. Kirk and Rasheeda were there from day one. They were more than just cast members, they were staples of the show. We're talking cheating rumors, secret kids, drama about open marriages, business hustles, and Rasheeda always trying to keep it together with her pressed boutique. Whether people loved them or hated them, they kept the audience watching. They were messy, but they were good TV. But behind the scenes, things were getting tense. Sources say Mona Scott...
What was the text messages?
The only reason they're gone is because we were arguing about some that don't even matter, and you know me. I'm energy only. Her energy is negative. I don't with
Young started having issues with the couple a few seasons ago. Rasheeda, who used to be the strong, unbothered wife holding it down, reportedly started getting hard to work with. She wanted to change storylines, have final approval on what was shown, and refused to film anything that might make her look bad. Like, sis, this is reality TV. That's literally the point. At one point, she even walked out of a meeting claiming she didn't need the show anymore. Meanwhile, Kirk wasn't helping either. He was reportedly showing up late, missing call times, and being rude to the crew. Then came whispers about them making deals behind the scenes and not paying people on time. It got messy and Mona was tired of it. But she let it slide for a long time. Why? Because no matter how annoying they were behind the scenes, fans were still watching. Their toxic relationship was addictive. It was like a train wreck you couldn't look away from. Until everything exploded. It all came to a head during what was supposed to be a chill filming day. Producers set up a simple scene around Kirk's new business venture. Nothing crazy. But the moment Rasheeda walked in...
It can make me super angry at times and shut down, or it can make me snap the out and, I'm human.
The vibe was off. She was already mad, arguing with producers about how the scene was staged. She said the storyline was fake, refused to shoot, and then started yelling. Like, really yelling. She accused the producers of trying to sabotage her, said they were making her look bad on purpose, and threatened to walk off the set. It got so wild that security had to come in and calm things down. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse,
we came in the studio with a big book in her hand, and she told me she wrote the song in the car. You know what I like? I don't see nobody in here. You're writing your own.
Kirk stepped in. He told them to cut the cameras and called the whole crew fake. Then, he went behind Mona's back and tried to convince network execs to scrap the scene completely. That one blow-up reportedly cost the show thousands of dollars. Time is money in TV, and they wasted a lot of it. Mona was already furious, but then things got even worse. Insiders started telling her that Kirk and Rasheeda had been leaking behind the scenes drama.
And so I apologize for that part. What I'm not gonna apologize for is how I feel. So I'm gonna tell you how.
So let me tell you, while you telling me how you feel, you up when you
drama to gossip blogs. They were sharing shady info about how the show was edited and trying to play victim online. And here's the kicker, they were secretly pitching a new reality show to a different network. A show all about their family life, business, and marriage. Sound familiar? Basically, they were taking the exact same storyline they'd built with Mona over the years and trying to do it without her. They took her playbook and tried to run the same game somewhere else. For Mona, that wasn't just shady, it was betrayal. These weren't just cast members anymore. They were trying to become her competition using the platform she gave them. After all that, Mona had enough. She called a closed-door meeting with her top producers and legal team. She brought receipts, texts, call logs, missed shoots, and contract violations. Everything was documented. Then she sent out memos to VH1 executives and production leads, using words like non-cooperative, disruptive, and the big one, insubordination. In other words, Kirk and Rasheeda weren't just causing problems, they were a liability. So Mona gave the green light to cut them loose. No more meetings, no dramatic send-off, no final reunion episode. Just gone. And guess what? They didn't even get a proper goodbye. Now, we all know Kirk and Rasheeda liked to act like they were better than everyone else on the show. Like their drama was more real than everyone else's. But insiders say they were playing dirty for a long time. Rasheeda wanted all the camera time but none of the mess. She forgot that love and hip-hop is built on chaos. If you want to keep your image clean, reality TV might not be the place for you. So here we are. The couple that once ruled love and hip-hop, Atlanta, is out. Just like that. No more dramatic scenes, no more wig-snatching moments, no more boss chick trying to control the narrative. Mona's done, and she's not looking back. It's the end of an era. But let's be real, it was...
When you've been married for going on 25 years and been in a relationship with somebody who you've lived your life with, you got things to think about before you throw everything away.
It's a long time coming. Kirk and Rasheeda's fall from grace just shook the whole franchise, and the aftermath is WILD. Let's talk about the fallout. Because now that Kirk and Rasheeda are officially out of love and hip-hop, people are starting to connect the dots, and baby, it's not just about one bad day on set. Let's rewind real quick. While Rasheeda was trying to give boss chick energy with her pressed a TL promo and image as a businesswoman, Kirk was out here acting like the rules didn't apply to him. From showing up late to filming to making sneaky brand deals behind the network's back, insiders say he was treating production like they were lucky to have him, not the other way around. Instead of respecting the team that made them famous, they acted like they were the stars and everyone else was disposable. And now that they've been kicked off the show, they're pointing fingers at everybody but themselves. No accountability, just blame games. Like, be serious. Why all had the spotlight, the fan base, the platform, and instead of respecting it, you wanted all the fame without following the rules? That's just not how this industry works. You can't take the clout and throw away the contract. The rest of the cast? Shook or relieved. Kirk and Rasheeda's exit didn't just spark fan reactions, it stirred the whole cast. Some of them were low-key relieved, while others got nervous. Why? Because, let's be honest, Kirk and Rasheeda weren't the only ones walking the line between drama and disrespect. Take Spice, for example. Word on the street is she's been upset with the way the show's been portraying her, especially after her serious health scare. Fans say she's grown past the need for the show. And honestly, they might be right. She's got music, a loyal following, and a story that goes beyond what love and hip-hop wants to focus on. Harley Red? She's still on the show, but barely. She's been there since flip phones were a thing, and fans feel like she's...
And he was like, sure, let's do it. Let's come up with the whole synopsis and the premise and everything, and that's what we did. We came up with the whole thing and the name, and she involved Emily, and that's how you got love in hip-hop.
Just recycling the same messy storylines over and over again. It's giving tired, not timeless. And let's not forget Trina. Sis has been clocked out for like 2 seasons now. Nobody even knows if she's really coming or going. Pinky doll? We won't even go there. She came and went so fast people forgot she was even on the cast. Bottom line, this cast shakeup might be just the beginning. If Kirk and Rasheeda's removal was the first domino, don't be surprised if more start falling soon. Fans speak out and it's divided. Once the drama hit the internet, fans wasted no time sharing their thoughts. Some people are riding hard for Rasheeda. One comment went viral saying, despite all the cheating, lies, and drama Kirk put her through, Rasheeda always forgave him and moved on. So why is she being forced to relive the same trauma every single season? That hit home for a lot of people. Because yeah, we watched Rasheeda get hurt, cry on camera, and take Kirk back again and again. And every season, the producers would drag the same storyline back up. Some fans said, she's not difficult to work with, she's just tired. And honestly, a lot of people agreed. They felt like Love and Hip Hop, and Mona in particular, had been using black pain for ratings and profit. Keeping women stuck in past trauma just to keep the drama going? That's not storytelling. That's exploitation. Someone else even said, I believe they already quit before it was announced they were fired. Now they're saying she's difficult because she finally said enough is enough. Mona, we need to talk. Now let's get into Mona. Some people have been side-eyeing her too, because she's acting like she built this whole empire alone. But fans haven't forgotten the real origin story. Let's not act like Jim Jones and Chrissy didn't come up with the Love and Hip Hop idea in the first place. Jim has said publicly that they never got proper credit, never got paid, never got royalties. Meanwhile, Mona took the concept, flipped it into a franchise, and made millions. And to this day, Chrissy and Jim are left out of the conversation like they were never part of it. Then remember that time Mona said she feeds the cast and that should be enough? Fans dragged her for that. Like, what are they, zoo animals? You feed them and that's it? It was giving puppet master, not producer. People are over that power dynamic. The whole setup is starting to look less like entertainment and more like exploitation. So if Kirk and Rasheeda did try to break away to create something more genuine, a lot of fans are actually rooting for them. Let's talk legacy. Were they icons or just stuck? Here's the thing, Kirk and Rasheeda acted like the show couldn't go on without them. But someone said it perfectly. Sometimes people think they're icons, but they're just old. Not legends, just tired. That part had people hollering online because it was a read and a fact. Sure, they lasted over a decade, but were they growing? Were they evolving? Or were they just stuck in a never-ending loop of cheating and forgiveness for the camera? Fans are saying the same trauma got recycled season after season. And now that they're out, it might finally be time for everyone, including Mona, to look in the mirror and ask, are we giving reality or just reruns? So what happens now? Now that Kirk and Rasheeda are gone, the show's got some major holes to fill. Whether you loved them, hated them, or just watched to see if Rasheeda would finally leave Kirk. Spoiler alert, she never did. They were central to the show. They were the drama, the heartache, and the mess that kept fans coming back. Word is, Mona's scrambling. She's trying to bring in newer, younger faces, think TikTok drama queens, viral couples, social media scandals, and influencer tea with a baby mama twist. The new formula? Clout chasers with a storyline, some receipts, and just enough chaos to trend. And she's allegedly cracking down hard. If you're not following the rules, if you don't play the game her way, you're out. NDAs are getting tighter, loyalty clauses are in full effect, and everyone's being watched more closely. But here's the problem. Viewers are getting smarter. The cheating storylines, the dramatic fake makeups, the same tired arguments, they're not working like they used to. Fans want new stories, real growth, and actual character development. If Mona can't evolve, the show might start feeling outdated real quick. And as for Kirk and Rasheeda, what's next for the Frosts? Word is they're shopping around a new reality show. They've been in talks with streaming platforms and Black-owned networks like BET plus Zeus, or even OWN. The new series would focus more on their businesses, Presta TL and Frost Bistro, their family life, and how they've grown outside of all the cheating scandals. Will it work? Maybe. They've still got a loyal following, especially from people who are tired of watching Rasheeda